But I guess the real one point that I want to make today is that the reason I spend my time, not all my time, I spend most of my time doing other things, but obviously when I do videos for the John Ross site, then I'm doing my music or I'm bitching at religion. And the reason I think it is important to bitch at religion is because it still exists. And if religion was based on, if it was like pagan cults and stuff like that, I wouldn't have a problem with that. If people, well, I mean, I would have a problem if they were sacrificing people, virgins, and cutting out their hearts and holding it up to the sun. That's stupid as well. But I don't have a problem with somebody saying something about the tree gods. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But there is something wrong when you say there is only one God and he wants to kill everything, because that's a death cult. And that's what our death cult Western world has been doing. It goes around, chops down all the trees when it's not even necessary. We could be doing something else. We don't have to work 40 hours or 50 hours. I mean, in America, or the US of A, no, all of America, the Western world, it is very common to work 40 hours a week at least for the man. And if you listen to any song that's been written over the last 6,000 years, they're always singing about working for the man really is quite stupid. And it's true, because you're spending your life working to make the kings and queens, whatever they're called, rich. And this is not the right way to do it, because they are sucking the planet dry. And if you don't believe it, just go to the river. I mean, some rivers have some fish in it, but there just is this, you can't drink the water anymore. It used to be that you could go up on a mountain. I mean, there's still some mountains where you can do this. You can go to up on a mountain and drink the water. And this is the way it should be, because this is a planet where life exists. And if you're a living being, then you have to conduct yourself in a way that is conducive to the rest of the living beings. I don't think it matters if we kill a few scary animals. I mean, that's the way we are. But it's not sensible to kill everything if we're part of it. And I mean, I don't want to preach any kind of vegetarianism or veganism. That's up to everybody, but we have to be careful about how much we suck out of the planet. And right now we're doing too much. And part of the reason we're doing too much is because we think, generally, I mean, we as in the majority of the humans on this planet, we think that everything is justified through God, and that our great leaders know God. They have the secret. They've got something hidden in the Vatican that makes them superior to the rest of us. No, what they have in the Vatican is a lot of deeds to a lot of property on this planet, and they have a lot of gold, and they have a lot of power, and anyone who listens to the Pope is actually a flaming idiot. A flaming idiot. And I'm sure that I'm going to offend people. I think that's probably even my objective, but it is not my objective actually to convert people who are already Christians 40 years, because I know how impossible that is. I spent 2 years trying to get my mother just to agree that if I don't want to be a Christian, she can relax. And she still hasn't relaxed. That was 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago. I tried 2 years long with raging and flipping out to explain that just because I'm not a Christian does not mean I don't have a position here on the planet equal to a Christian. And if she might have been a little bit more lenient, perhaps I would have been a little more lenient with Christians. So I have to thank her actually for being so determined to be wrong, because just like the Bible, you can see that it is so blatantly wrong that eventually, if you have just enough wisdom, the wisdom of perhaps a 6-year-old child, to see and not be continually told, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this, then one day the child will wake up and start to make his own decisions. And sometimes, of course, it's harder when your parents are stupid idiots, but we're in a world where it is common to be stupid, and if you aren't stupid like the rest of the stupid people, then you will be in trouble. And I think the most beautiful story ever written to demonstrate this perfectly well was by H.G. Wells, and I suggest everybody read it, even if you are a Christian and aren't very good at thinking. But, I mean, those people are mostly lost, and they can't be helped. But if if you're still young and you haven't decided to give your life to a death cult, read H.G. Wells, and he will give you a little support into the fact that yes, you live on a planet with a lot of blind people. A lot of people are simply blind. And this story is called The Valley of the Blind. And in this story, there are people that have been living there, I think, 14 generations, long enough so that they don't even open their eyes anymore and don't have eyelashes anymore, so they don't even know what eyes are. And some fellow drops in literally from a mountain hike, and he tries to explain to them what seeing is. That he can see, that he doesn't need to follow the path, he doesn't have to follow all their rules because he can see. And it is so obvious how frustrating it is for someone who can see to explain to somebody who is blind. And if you can read this story and understand it, then you will understand the frustration of an atheist and why he will sometimes have to grip at death cults and say, no, you are blind. And I know you blind people will refuse to believe that you are blind, but you are. And it is time to open your eyes to the lies right in front of you. See ya.